Boy, it is time for Faz Radio and this Greenroom stuff to happen. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever the hell you are.
Yes, well, hi.
There we go. I couldn't
Hi
figure out
and
why
welcome.
the image go away.
Oh,
I am
my.
back after Titan and Forged in Crypto hijacked the cast last night. I'm here to... I've done some ass kicking. Things are back to normal.
We did Fazless Radio last night.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't pick on you as bad as Nate wanted to. I wouldn't let him.
Isn't that nice?
I was trying to be somewhat nice to you because I know you hate it when you can't defend yourself.
To be dead honest, I'll probably never watch them because I'm a bit too busy right now. I didn't even watch the end of that Faz cast that I jumped out on the other day.
We had a really good show. It was a very good show. We hit a lot of the current news. We talked. The game Fury looks amazing. It's in that Unreal Engine 5, and Betty did a video for us, so that and gave Nate a sheet with all the details and stuff on it. So he walked everybody through the Fury game, which it's on XRPL.
Oh, really?
And yes, and it looks like a totally kick-ass game. That's going to be a good one. So if nothing else, watch a little bit of that right when it starts playing the video game stuff. Watch like the first 10 minutes. He does all the talking about it.
So that's something interesting about XRPL because XRPL is one of the fastest blockchains out there to make transactions. Well, I'll say one of because I'm sure that there's faster, but it's been around for quite a while.
Yeah, it was neat, and it's like a Call of Duty sort of thing, and it's really, really new. So that you can't really do much. You can only fight against bots, but the gameplay looks smooth as silk. Very, very good graphics. It's neat. And we talked Gala, and Nate went off quite a bit on the miscommunication, let's just say, or intentional mismessaging or intentional mismessaging or whatever between Benefactor and Bitbender about the Google partnership.
So, okay, I read through that too, and that's I don't know if the distinctions seem to be as much with me as people are making out. It sounds like Benefactor just said something, and he said partnership with Google Ventures or something.
Right.
With S3, which is part of Google Ventures. I mean, technically what he said was true. It sounds like just about any other advertisement that was out there, and it sounds like people were just getting miffed as to the wording.
Well, his verbiage made it sound like Gala and Google Ventures were partnering to make an investment or whatever, and they're not. They are just two companies who invest in C3 at the same time.
Did they say that they partnered with each other, or that they were
Yes.
just partners in investing?
No, they didn't. He didn't use the words partners in investing. He said they were partnering with Google. Go look in the advanced room.
Oh, is that one of those hidden rooms that everybody else can't see?
Yes.
Well, how can you get to see? How can you get in that room if you're like not worthy?
You have to take the oath of secrecy, and you have to be a trustworthy person that we know who you are and we vetted you.
Okay, where was this stuff announced originally? Was it in gold or was it just regular?
It was the regular announcements. There's nothing gold about it.
Okay, so here I'm gonna read it. So
yeah, we put it up on the screen. Yeah. Okay,
all you know now by now that we were building during winter, we aren't alone in that. venture. In fact, we're very much not alone. We have partnered with C Squared to establish a fund. And what's that? To establish a fund that will invest in the ecosystem. Okay, that's not Google. We are the lead investor, but we'll also have some very powerful partners, the likes of GSR and Matic, to name a few. But one of you will be the most happy to learn. The likes of GSR and Matic, to name a few, but the one that you'll be most happy to learn is partnering to build the ecosystem is Google's Gradient Ventures. That's right. Google's Gradient Ventures and Gala are partners in building Web3. There you go. So the last sentence. He was fine until that last sentence.
So then the kerfuffle started, right? He obviously intentionally tried to word it to be like shitty like that, right? So everybody goes in to the Gala server and starts hammering Bitbender. Holy shit, what's this partnership with Google? And Bitbender goes, no, we're not partners with Google.
He says it's pretty simple. Both Gala and Gradient Ventures are investors in C2. Now, one thing I want to mention is Eric said Google's Gradient Ventures, and every time he mentioned Gradient Ventures, which was 2 or 3 times here, he said Google's Gradient Ventures.
Yeah, so
Bitbender is just like both Gala and Gradient Ventures.
So he clarified there's other screenshots and other channels, but they kept hammering him on it, and he's like, no, we are not partners with Google. And people are like, dude, what the fuck? And so that's where the advanced member posted, this is what happens when you forget to tell the rest of your team when you're lying. So, yeah, we talked about that a little bit. We talked play tests. Nate really enjoyed it.
Are we really having a cast right now telling about what you talked about in a previous
Well, we're catching you up.
Me.
So, right?
Just checking.
So, I did the Nerd Node commercial, and I sang for it. That was pretty good.
You can save that for cast when I'm not around. I may not be around in the next 2 weeks, so that may happen again.
No, you can't say that because Nate's not going to be here next Thursday.
Well, then
it might be me and Betty, is what you're saying.
I don't know. Maybe Betty's going to have to step up to the plate.
Yeah, I was teasing Nate. I said, "Man, what is it with you two? Are you in a fight or something?" I said, "The last couple of weeks, if you're on, he's off. If he's on, you're off." And he's like, the intrigue, I said, he moves to Texas. You don't talk to him. You mad at him?
We should start taking bets.
So that's kind of where we were yesterday. And we had a great green room discussion. We talked a bunch of shit and told some stories and had a good time. It was a very positive experience. We did miss you. We wished you were here. So I'm glad you're back today. And so I prefaced it a little bit. So what I'm presenting tonight, I ran into a Twitter thread with this guy. I never ran into him before. When I post the chapters tonight, I'll post his Twitter handle where I got this, to give him complete credit, of course, for it. He did like 14 AI websites. He says it's not all about ChatGPT. So I pulled the ones out that could relate to people here and that could relate to crypto and building in this environment. So I'm sorry I'm burping. I had fucking taco meat.
I'm just moving you to the side because now you're looking completely to the left-hand side of the screen. I think it looks dumb with both of us looking to the left.
OCD to the max.
It's called presentation, sir.
We'll go we'll go through that. And then a lot of people have been pushing this, and I've seen it in our Discord, and Nate's pumping it as well. It's called Flip XYZ. And what it is it does your NFT portfolio taxes for you for free. And you and I talked about it briefly a couple of casts ago, but I wanted to bring it up on screen and talk about it with people on the cast. So that's where I plan to go tonight, unless you have other shit you want to talk about since you missed last night. We can rehash some of last night. I'm sure people would love to hear about it anyway.
I wanted to bring up that that tweet that I posted in the news channel and see Janet Yellen.
Yeah.
Not avoiding questions, but just looking rather dumb, explaining how the FDIC works.
Did you see her get mad at the end? And the guy she got really flustered at the end, and the guy cut the question talker off and basically ended it when he saw that she was getting all flustered.
What was she getting mad about?
The questions were kind of cornering her. And so the leader of the house or whatever that was cut things off. It's the last 10 seconds or so of that video.
Gee, imagine that.
Yeah, he really got her blood pressure going, and she got backed into a corner. She was getting if that guy would have let that guy keep asking questions, there would have been some serious issues.
Well, it's interesting because that little back and forth alone kind of taught me how community banks are handled by the FDIC. He's like, I think this was a senator for Oklahoma, and he was saying the community banks are, how are these guys going to get funded? How are these depositors going to get their money back and stuff like that? Because apparently banks over there are failing.
So she's
like, yeah, if we decide to vote on it, maybe if our vote goes through.
Yeah, she said it's up to the FDIC board, and so with community banks, what he's most mad about is the FDIC is now guaranteeing 100% of the depositors. Even if you basically have more than 100 or 250,000 in there, you're covered, right? Because they can't let Oprah Winfrey and all these famous people lose their money, right? So the FDIC voted, yeah, we'll cover everybody. Don't worry about it. Taxpayers aren't going to face the wrath of this. You're not going to pay for it. And so this senator, he goes, well, you said that, but that's not entirely true. Because you see what happens is these banks charge fees, and they lower interest rates, and they take the money from the people that way. So, yeah, they're still taking from the taxpayers, aren't they? And that's when she started getting flustered. But the truth is, and what he's mad about, is that the FDIC does this, waves their magic wand and covers everybody at the mega banks, right? And the mega banks are always against the community banks. So it's like this duality and Hatfields and McCoys, right? And so now people are yanking their money out of community banks and sticking it into these mega banks because they have the extra coverage that they don't have being a part of the community banks. And so he's basically saying you're draining the liquidity and causing bank runs, for lack of a better way to put it, on community banks. And you think that's okay? And so she had not a lot of good answers for all that.
So that'll be interesting. We'll talk more about that. Maybe you can talk about that mega bank thing again.
Yeah, so that was the whole thing behind that company that I worked for that sold the checking accounts. They were literally their phraseology and mentality of their company is defeating the mega banks, and it's putting the power back with the people. So I have a lot of firsthand experience with community banking and everything else. So that I'm looking forward to that conversation.
Okay, well let's get it moving then. Let's get going.
Sounds like a plan, man.
You have a link to the new to Faz Radio tonight?
I do. I'm actually in the cast already. All I have to do is close this one.
Else have a link? Is there an announcement?
I don't know about the announcement. She's been doing a great job of having that up way early. Let's go just look at it.
Just look at it.
Would you just look at it? Faz Radio Premium went out. Yes. And now we have, where's the announcements channel? There is nothing in announcements yet.
So can you, oh, never mind. I'll ask that on the Fazcast. I was going to ask you to explain what Faz Radio Premium is, but all the people on this cast right now are in Faz Radio Premium, so it's kind of stupid. That's that.
Well, we got some, all right, I'm going to sign
we don't
off
have echoing problems. It's you're in two channels simultaneously. Just mute the other one.
I'm going to lose the green room. Here we go.
Hey, we're getting out of the green room, folks. So see you on the Fazcast. Look for the announcement.
The EV Mux has a built-in green room that transitions into the regular cast. Pretty cool.
Nice. Get the fuck out.
Ah!
Okay. Woof. All right. Where is my outro? We got the outro right here. We have nope, that's not it.
Wait, Titan. We have
there we go.
Pre-recorded outro to do. Can you say your thing so that people will know?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, like, subscribe, and throw some comments below. That helps us, which in turn helps us provide you with much, much better content every week. Thanks for being a listener. Thanks for supporting the channel.
And thanks for sitting through our pre-recorded outro.